This is such nice lighting. Alright. Okay, so we're doing the roommate tag. I used to live with George.
I used to live with this.
But
I'm stupid.
But not anymore because I had to move out because I couldn't handle it. I used to live with 5 boys.
Four boys.
4 boys. Well, Alamano is a 5th boy. So I'm Tanzanian and
I'm Kenyan.
we go to uni in England and
Leeds, UK to be specific.
Leeds. So yeah, we lived in a student accommodation. You're so weird. We lived in a student accommodation. It was a 5-person flat. How was it living with a girl?
No, before you get to that. I mean, the flat was nice. Like that was a plan. We chose to live with the child.
I was like, how was it living with a girl?
For a change. Okay, I have 3 sisters.
I mean, I'm sure. Yeah. Okay.
So like, I don't think it was too much of a drastic change. But dealing with this girl, maybe like getting used to it, like her. We weren't so close to begin with, but then yeah, we moved together, and it was easy for me, I think.
Was I high maintenance? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I was high maintenance.
You're high maintenance, man.
I don't think I'm high maintenance. I feel like that's such a negative thing.
Okay, not high maintenance. It's just like you like things in a particular way.
No, definitely. Okay, is that high maintenance? I don't know. Liking things in a particular way, is that high maintenance? Maybe you guys should let us know.
No.
But,
yeah, let us know.
But I definitely think after living with you guys, even though I love you so much, living with 4 or 5 boys, and it wasn't just you guys, because where we lived was like the central meeting place, so, and the doors were
like
open.
The watering.
People would walk in and out whenever they want, and I feel like you need to, as much as that sounds fun, but in the long run,
like think Melissa, you're not so accommodating.
I was accommodating, but like not all the time. Do you know what I mean?
I'm telling you.
Like I don't want to be sleeping and then 10 people show up and no one even was expecting them. They're like, yeah, let's just go to their house.
Fair enough.
Anyways, I think when you're picking a roommate or people you want to live with, like it's so important for the long run. Don't think of just like short-term things. Like like the idea of living with you guys was like so fun. But I realized now that I live alone, I feel like I do dishes way more than I did last year.
Hell yes. I thank you, someone.
I was like, I feel like I'm always doing dishes, I'm always taking the rubbish out. And I'm like, who used to do it last year? I used to do like spring cleaning, I feel. I used to do like a proper, like, I wasn't just wiping counters. Like, if I was gonna clean, I was gonna scrub everything.
You did it once and what?
Once or like 3 times. Like, yeah, it was nice because like you go, like if you're stressed out, you go back, you have your roommates.
Yeah.
You're just chilling together and like stress free. But like living alone, if I'm stressed, like unless I come look for you guys, I just go home and then that's it. I'm just by myself.
Yeah.
Which I like, but then some days you want to be around people. I think I'm definitely someone who needs to live alone and then pick and choose when I can be around people rather than having people in my face all the time. Yeah, which I don't like, and then I have to run away to be alone. When you're thinking about like moving out or moving in with someone, I think it's people or your friends, like in uni or when you're just like getting a place and you need roommates, you need to think of like long term. Like only because someone is your bestie, that doesn't mean you're meant to live together. I can't live with like.
But I think we had like harder living with your bestie rather than like how we made a relationship. With your bestie, like you'd get on each other's nerves so much.
But that's so sad. It's like we can only be best friends in doses, not all the time. What does that say about your friendship? Pet peeve was when people used to bang on my door or push through my door, like knock, wait for me to answer, and then or open the door and then come in. People used to just be like fling the door open, bang the door at any time. I was actually like, I feel like I was always on edge living in broadcasting because I was never sure when someone was gonna pop out of somewhere and like you want me time and then someone just like shows up and then they like hang around and you're like, oh, I don't want to be around you.
Okay, makes sense.
I don't know, I think it was much more fun living with boys. I feel like boys are more sociable while girls I think keep to themselves more and just like
yeah, points
and just like living with it's I don't know. I feel like boys are not as selfish as girls. But I feel like that's too I don't know. Maybe it was you guys specifically, like for me. Maybe you're selfish with each other, but maybe because I was the only girl, you guys weren't like.
Nah, I don't think we were ever selfish with each other.
Definitely no, like there wasn't like petty fighting, I feel. Was there?
Never.
No, but I feel like with girls it's like drama. I feel like with boys like.
No,
and
drama.
Yeah, but for.
The most drama I think you saw was when we disturbed you and went drunk.
Oh yeah, I hated that. You guys used to leave your dishes in your rooms. That always used to leave dishes in your rooms.
I mean, it's what we do.
I'm looking for my cup. Where is it? It's in George's room.
the purple cup.
I'm not even gonna answer this person's call because she never picks up.
Hey, like you came to my room and you're like,
And I only have-
George, are you gonna use this purple cup? And you know, I had, and you said, I think Camila was drinking coffee with it. I was like, yeah. What's up? Like, could you please wash it? I'm like, okay.
It's just like this. I don't know. I feel like I'm very specific. I'm like, I want to use my mug, I want to use my plate, I want to use my fork, because then I want to wash it and put it away. And then I come and I want to use my things, and all the things are done. And then what happens with you guys? I don't know if all boys do this, but if you guys have any experience with living with boys and you've noticed that you guys, you'll use your dishes. And you'll use dishes, you won't wash them, then you'll go use more dishes and more. Then at the end of the day, there's no dishes to use. Like, you won't just wash the dishes you use. Like, you just keep using all the dishes until they're all dirty, and then you start arguing about who's gonna. And then you do one like
proper clean and back to normal.
That doesn't make sense. I feel like gross girl stories, because I feel like some people will be like, living with boys who are just whores walking around. I know how to say that. Just girls walking around naked, or girls in and out, random girls who are stealing my stuff.
Never.
Yeah, these guys had no game. I think you guys were just very low-key about it. I just didn't, or I just wasn't paying attention.
Low-key was you, you're the one who was low-key.
I was not low-key, I didn't have any guys over. Another con of living with guys, probably the biggest one, is that you can't just have dudes. Like I could not have a guy over. Not like I had like guys that I could have over. but like you can't just be like, yeah, come over, let's do this. Like, unless I sneak you, I'm like, okay, wait, they're all in the common room, run down to my room, lock the door,
it's excitement,
and leave
like
when you guys there. And also, if a guy came and was looking for Melissa, she'd be like, oh, Melissa, we see you now. So it's just like, everyone is you guys are in each other, in my.
Are you done with your process?
Yeah.
Cons? I think that, yeah.
You're like, okay, Melissa, you're done.
Pros and cons living with Melissa and...
Not Melissa, a girl.
No, a girl.
Okay.
Pros, there was, like, the kitchen was clean on odd days when we didn't plan it. That was nice.
Surprise clean.
Surprise clean, like this. Like, oh, we didn't live this like this. Surprise clean. You're quite generous sometimes with your stuff. Like, if you needed like some milk,
I feel like I was very stingy
or like
stuff.
some grapes, I don't know.
I feel like basic things like milk, bread, I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah, but if there's something I love that's in there, I'm like, oh no.
When she cooked, her leftovers were lit. Someone's having a party, she'd bring her girls over, so that was a plus. More girls for the guys.
I have like 5 friends.
Dude, there's a time you had like a whole village in your room.
Those weren't even my friends. They were just there for the party.
Did you hear that, guys? Not our friends.
No, like acquaintances.
Another pro. Yeah, I think that's.
What about cons?
Yeah, the bottom of the barrel.
Cons.
Cons of living with this is with Melissa.
What do you keep referring to me as this?
Nagging would just be like non-stop. Nag. Yo, guys, can you please wash your dishes? Okay. Guys, could you please not touch my... Okay. Oh, funny thing. Like, we could have pre-drinks and she would join us. And she'd be like, those are your friends. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, because she
knows all of them.
I know them, but George, like the term friend, you can't just say friend. That's so loose. As far as I'm concerned, I would say I have like 20 friends, but I have like 5 close friends. Everyone else is just people I know. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to mention names, but think of the long term with your friend. Can you live with this person for like a long length of time, whatever it is? Don't just be like, don't go off the emotion of, oh, it should be so much fun, we'll do this and do this and do this. But you should think of the long term ones for sure. And you should know if you're the type of person who can live with other people. If you're high maintenance, like you say, I am, and I like things done a very specific way and all that stuff, I can't live with someone unless that, you know, I would nag that person basically. So I'm not the type of person who's really good living with people. So it depends on how high maintenance you are, and think of the long term and that person's personality and how they are, and if you can last a whole year with them. Or
yeah. Caring is caring. Once in a while, just treat your friend to something nice.
Yeah, okay, yeah, don't be mean with your stuff. Don't be the person who...
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that person who they're like, oh, you can't even ask them because, you know, they'll never give us anything. Because I used to write notes.
Passive-aggressive notes.
Passive-aggressive notes. Don't do that. I don't know, maybe you should, I don't know, but I used to be so mad. I was just like, I'll just write a note and I'll stick it everywhere. Don't leave your dishes here. That's what I used to do.
Smiley face.
All the time. And some people hate that, but
Do you guys want advice?
We should. I think they're at the end. Yeah.
Wash your own dishes.